Hey everybody, I'm doing a new thing I wanted to do. Basically, a list of things I like. I've always wanted to do this, so basically here's this new video series I like to call Things What I Like. Today I'm going to show off the Halo 5 weapon pad glitch, and I guess my 5 favorite combinations you can make with this thing. Basically in Halo 5 you can use these weapon pad spawners to spawn in any weapon in the game and all their variations, and if you set a weapon to a certain variation, then change that weapon, the weapon you change it to gets the variation of the weapon previous. So here I'm going to show an example of an assault rifle with a bayonet. Now the bayonet's on a pistol, it's not really supposed to be there. But this applies to all sorts of things like weapon properties, rate of fire, that sort of thing, and in some weird and unexpected ways. So I'm going to show off some of the more ludicrous things you can come up with, and some of my personal little favorite creations to mess around with. On this big old weird green screen space that I can do this to. Neat. Anyway, let's begin. So first off, we just got this, looks like a plain old energy sword, but in fact, it's actually an energy sword imbued with the power of Tartarus's Gavel. Now, Tartarus's Gavel, it's a gravity hammer that has a shockwave that gives you enhanced shields, lets you run faster. It is a beast of a weapon, takes pretty much anybody out in one hit, regardless of how far away you stand. Ultimately, it's kind of asinine to give one melee weapon the properties of another, but I do think it's just kind of fun to show off, exactly how this glitch works. And it's just kind of neat. Alright, second up, we got this DMR given the properties of the Blissful Slumber Storm Rifle. Now you might ask, what's so great about that? Actually nothing. I just thought it was kind of funny when I was messing around with the weapons, and it reminds me of like a paintball gun, because it's got like weapon drop off, it sounds like a gas-operated rifle. And in the Action Sack playlist, there was the plasma, the paintball game mode. They play with plasma pistols. I figured, let's use this! Look at it! It's dinky! It doesn't even work! Remember the Scarab gun from Halo 2? So this is basically that. So what we have here is a saw, a heavy automatic weapon shooting infinite Gauss or however you want to say it, railgun rounds. The Gauss rifle, incredibly powerful weapon, kills pretty much anybody one hit, destroys most vehicles. Here I have it set to fire. It's got range, it's got rate of fire. This thing is a beast. It's modeled after the Oni variant, which gives it a special area of effect. When shot against the ground, you can see little clusters pop up like this. Little extra added little poppies, little hazelnut crunches right there. Delicious. I love it. Sickening. This one, if you're fond of fireworks, it's up your alley. So basically, it's a scatter shot with the properties of the Spanker EX, which gives this extra, clustery hazelnut crunch explosions. If you like Borderlands, the Torgue shotguns and shit like that shoot rockets, it's kind of like that. The magazine size of the weapon you give the properties to takes on the properties of the weapon you're using, so it has a two shot reserve. But hey man, it's still fun. Alright, last but kind of not least, I like laser weapons, and this here is just a sentinel beam with the power of the Didact's hand, which is basically just a bunch of really bouncy, very deadly shots. You can, it's not actually a true laser, like the sentinel beam. It's actually shooting just a bunch of scattershot rounds as long as you're holding down the trigger, but it mulches pretty much anything you point it at, and it's got not quite the range, I would say, of like the sentinel beam, but it's, you just kind of fire it in some general postal code and you'll probably get lucky. I don't know, man. And there's really no application you would ever use these in a real game outside of dicking around, but hey, it's kind of fun, right? So, if you have the game, if you have Halo 5, pop open 4, just mess around with stuff. There's a lot of fun, different alien and weird and just sort of crazy shit you can make. Anyway, if you like this, I guess I want to talk about more things I like, because you know what? More people need to talk about shit they like. Sure, I'm falling an awfully long time. Eventually I'm gonna die. One day. There we go.